In this driving lesson video, I'm going to go through all the road signs you could face as a driver or in preparation for your test. Now, I shouldn't really say all the road traffic signs because some signs have different variations of each other. They do evolve over time and there will be new signs released after this video is made, but this will give you a good idea of at least almost all of the road traffic signs you could face. So let's get on with it. So let's start off with some warning signs here which are coloured in yellow. Now these all have the answers on them, but I'll read them out briefly anyway, just for your benefit. So first of all here we have a dangerous corner ahead, then we have roundabout ahead, mini roundabout, merging traffic here from the left, two-way traffic, T-junction ahead with the major road on the left because the line is much thicker, Y-junction here with the major road going off to the left because the line is much thicker. Dangerous bend, series of dangerous bends, series of dangerous corners, height restriction here, for example coming up to a bridge, side road on the left, minor road, coming up to a main road here, T-junction, so the main road is going horizontal left to right, crossroads here with minor road going left to right, a dip, a series of bumps, a single bump, speed bump, could be pedestrian crossing as well, deer or wild animals crossing, sheep could be on the road, school ahead, again school ahead with the lights for extra visibility, cattle and farm animals ahead, could be horse riders, horseback riders ahead, crosswinds, so the road might not be very well sheltered, steep downhill, steep uphill, watch out for children playing or suddenly crossing, trams ahead, be wary especially for bicycles as the tyres of the bikes could be more vulnerable around tracks. Danger of falling rocks, unprotected quay, canal or riverside ahead. Another one with for warning for restricted headroom there with probably a bridge coming up. Down here we have a level crossing protected by gates. This is a level crossing not protected by gates, and this is a level crossing protected by lights and barriers more than likely as well. And we have some more signs here just saying stop when the lights are red, warning about the level crossing here, and warning about the tram lane crossing ahead. So let's move on to some more. Now some of these are going to be similar to what we've just done, but we'll just briefly go through them anyway. So again we have here Y junction, T junctions here, crossroads, staggered junction or staggered crossroads, another T junction, main road going horizontal, merging traffic. The next one there is merging and diverging traffic, just here, so merging and diverging. Dual carriageway ahead, roundabout, dual carriageway ahead. This is a T-junction with the dual carriageway, that was a crossroad, sorry, with the dual carriageway. Bends, corners, staggered junction again, a single bend ahead, steep hill, we had that before, two lanes become one, speed bump, steep uphill, a dip in the road, small roundabout, mini roundabout, dangerous corner, series of bumps or humps ahead, lane narrows, both lanes narrow, sorry, the lanes narrow from both sides, side road ahead, island ahead, so the road divides at the central island, crossroads, Y junction, side road, and watch out for electric cables overhead. So another series of warning signs here, again some of them might be repeated. So we have crossroads, deer, that's for farm animals like cattle, pedestrian crossing, school ahead, another one for cattle or sheep crossing, that's cattle, sorry, that's sheep, horseback riders, traffic lights, tunnel ahead, danger of falling rocks, crosswinds, unguarded quay, canal or riverside, slippery surface, low flying aircraft ahead, restricted headroom, level crossing guarded by gates, road narrows from the left, level crossing guarded by lights and barriers, unguarded level crossing, two-way street ahead, series of dangerous bends, watch out for children suddenly crossing, series of dangerous corners, electric cables overhead, and again more signs here for warning you of automatic level crossing and to stop when the red lights show. On to some roadwork signs now. Roadworks ahead, one lane crossover to the right, one lane crossover to the left here, This is moved to the left, so one lane is moving to the left, probably in a slightly sharper way than these signs would illustrate. Move to the right, one lane. 2 lanes move to the left, 2 lanes move to the right. That's an obstruction between lanes, so the road divides here, and then the obstruction is over. So end of obstruction here between lanes, the 2 lanes rejoin. This is like we had before, an island in the middle, so the start of the central obstruction, or central division in the road. And then again the end of the central division in the road here. This is more likely a 2-way street here, and that could be a 1-way street, although you wouldn't know until you get there. Anyway, 2 lanes divide before the obstructions with one oncoming lane. The 2 lanes rejoin after the obstruction with one oncoming lane. And similar here, 2 lanes cross over to the left with an oncoming lane. 2 lanes cross over to the right with an oncoming lane. Single lane traffic. Depends on the circumstances. Here it says for shuttle working. 2-way street, 2-way traffic. Road narrows from the left here. Road narrows from the right. And road narrows on both sides here. So the right hand lane here is closed or is finishing, and here the left hand lane, or the near side lane of 2, is closed. Similar here, the right hand lane of the tree is closed, the left hand lane here of the tree is closed. And similarly here, wherever you see the marking across the top here, the slight horizontal one at the top, means the 2 lanes there, the 2 right lanes of the tree are closed, and similar here and all along here. Side road ahead here, so on the left, this is on the right. Works entrance on the left up ahead, and works entrance or site entrance on the right up ahead. Temporary traffic lights, flagman, so there could be manual traffic controls. Queues likely, expect delays, speed bump, and an uneven road surface. At the top here we have some directional signs. The blue generally means you're on a motorway, the green means you're on a national road, and the white means a regional road. So here then we have the slow lane starts in 200 metres, dead end or cul-de-sac, industrial estate ahead, disabled parking, airport. That's a sign for ferries, this way for the ferry, high-sided vehicles this route, parking or lay-by 100 metres ahead, hospital 100 metres ahead, that's parking or lay-by, hospital. Again, directional sign for disabled parking or parking in general. These you might see on the motorway, emergency phone calls. These are just motorway signs here. Just you'd normally see these on the entrance to motorways. This is just bridge information, mostly for truck drivers, saying that you're entering the M7, the motorway. 300 metres until the next exit off the motorway, 200 metres till the next exit, and 100 metres until the next exit off the motorway, which is usually a left turn, which is always a left turn, sorry. Motorway ends in 1 kilometre, motorway ends in 500 metres, motorway has ended, and they're just directional signs that you might see on the motorway. A stop sign, a yield, Gael Shlee, which is yield as Gaeilge in Irish, stop, school warden sign that is. No left turn, no straight ahead, no entry, no right turn, parking not allowed in this area. That's a clear way, no stopping or parking where you see that sign. That's just telling you about the speed limits, the maximum speed limits from 30 there all the way up to 120. Taxi rank, no entry for large vehicles here with a 3-ton limit on it. No U-turn, no overtaking, height restriction here again. Now this is a pedestrian street or a pedestrianised zone. Parking during the time shown, more information here about parking, and also more parking information here with zonal restrictions there, so there'll be no parking for large vehicles here, and it's the end of the restrictions here. Moving down towards the bottom, turn left up ahead, it's instructing you to turn left up ahead. Turn right up ahead, turn left as in at the moment, turn right. Pass either side, you can keep left or right. It's probably a one-way street, so just follow the road straight ahead. Keep right and keep left. Now if we turn this over then, we have some more here then. Okay, so that's just saying that there's a bus lane on the left, which can also be used by cyclists and taxis. Here, bus lane ahead on the right could also be used by taxis and cyclists. Contraflow bus lane, bus only lane. So contraflow, so the buses could be going against the normal flow of traffic. in their own special lane. Trams ahead on the left, trams ahead on the right. Information here about cycle track, end of cycle track. That's an electronic sign you might see in a tunnel, and that's for limiting certain vehicles with 3 axles there, mostly for trucks there. That's just information signs around school, warning there's a school there and the limit, and that's the school sign there. So no entry here, and there's exceptions there, for example, except trams, for example, there, and except buses, but no entry apart from those. And these you might find most likely in a tunnel. So this lane is a lane that's open, this lane is not open or closed, and this is saying either keep left or move to the left lane, keep right or move to the right lane. These are usually electronic signs that you might see in a tunnel. As a bonus for sticking around until the end of the video, here's 4 more signs before we finish. This one here means no entry, so you're not allowed to enter the road when you see this sign. This is the rural speed limit sign. This is saying that while the speed limit might be 80 kilometers per hour, you should drive at a speed that is sensible, taking into account and taking into consideration local bends and corners that you might have on the roads. This one here means a lane loss, so you're about to lose a lane. So you could have been driving in a slow lane and the 2 lanes are about to become 1, so be aware of a lane loss. Check your mirrors before you merge over, or before the lane ends at least anyway. And then this here then means 2 lanes are merging in. So it's a motorway sign because it's blue, and you're going to be merging in, or it could be merging traffic up ahead when you see this sign on a motorway. So that brings us to the end of this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to let me know in the comments section if you have any questions about the theory or signs about the driving test or about driving in general. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you wish to subscribe and learn more about driving and preparing for the test and learning to drive, then please subscribe, and I'll see you soon.